Sammy.
Roman.
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 Enough. Oh, what's up, guys? Didn't even see you there. This is Wrestling My Thoughts. I am Zach, and we're finally here. After months and months and months, the culmination is here. Sammy.
Roman.
Sammy.
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 Roman.
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 Sammy.
Roman.
That's right. All right. Got the little guy in here. What's up, little guy?
Set.
Who's going to win tomorrow? Sammy, right?
Roman.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sammy.
I say Roman.
Sammy.
Roman.
Sammy.
Roman.
Can we do this all night, or can I talk about SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Talk about SmackDown?
SmackDown, your mom.
No, don't talk about my mama. All right. Today's date is Friday, February 17th, 2023. I hope you guys have all had an amazing day, just like I have. This is one of those episodes that legit just freaking left me ready to go to sleep. But got to stay loyal to the grind. Got to stay loyal to the dream. Just like our guy, Sami Zayn, has. In this episode, obviously it being from Montreal, obviously it being the night before the All Pivotal Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, you knew what was about to go down. Like you knew this was mostly going to be all about Sami, with it being in his hometown, and it was. It was a solid episode in my opinion, but. I felt like the entire crowd all night long was just waiting for the Sami promo, and rightfully so. It was at the very end. It felt special, whether you want to go Sami or whether you want to have an incorrect opinion, like my homies at the Call Up Podcast, Kenny, Toe, all them guys, and my son, who for whatever reason still back in the Tribal Chief. They're not on the Sami train yet, or even the Cody train. Thanks for the comment, broskies. Whether you're going for Roman or Sami, you've got an opinion, and things like this in wrestling, storylines like this in wrestling don't come along very often. That's why I'm, for one, super stoked for Elimination Chamber. I'll even go so far as to say I'm more hyped to see how they book Roman and Sami tomorrow than I am for Mania. Because we all know Cody's going to end up walking out with a title, whether it's Cody Roman, whether it's Cody Sami, whether it's the triple threat that everyone's seeming to want now. Cody's walking out at the end of Mania. When the lights go down, gets the 1, 2, 3, Cody's going to have the belts. Plain and simple. So before we get to the main course, the steak, if you will, that was that beautiful Sami Zayn promo. We kick things off with Natalya and Shotzi taking on Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. The one thing I'm going to say about Montreal is that they always bring it. The crowd always brings it, whether the storylines in general are good or bad. They let you know. They're always loud, that you always get a reaction. And they were eating Ronda up. Like, they did not like Ronda out there. And rightfully so, just because lately she just hasn't been... Seems like she just hasn't had the same kind of passion that she had at first in her first run. The match was really good though. I saw some fight out of Ronda. She even redid that spot with Shotzi from Survivor Series War Games. If you know, you know, and I know the call up knows that spot I'm talking about. That DDT on the ring apron. Ronda spiked her head. Oh my gosh. But no, it was a really good match. Ronda and Shayna ended up getting the W after Ronda made Shotzi tap with the armbar. And that's about that on that match. Before we had the next contest, we had kind of a random segment. I mean, I'm all for the end goal on this one, but it was just random based on reports I'd been seeing. So we had Hit Row. I don't know if there was some audio issues or what the case was, but we had Hit Row in the ring, like rapping. They were like freestyling, except you couldn't even hear the beat over the crowd. Like, I don't know if that was just Montreal being hot like they were all night, or like what the case was, but it felt flat. Like even the lyrics were kind of odd. I mean, I'm no rap aficionado or anything. I don't have any Grammys or nothing, so I mean, it's not, I'm gonna say a professional opinion, but it was kind of a stinker. But then anyway, like a minute into the rap, the lights cut out, and then Bray's music starts to hit. The weird lighting comes on, and then Bray and Uncle Howdy are on the ring apron. They take out Hit Row quickly, and then Bray gets on the mic. Oh, by the way, Bray was wearing like a black mask, and then took it off when they got in the ring. And then after they dispatched of Hit Row, they Bray got on the mic. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. That's how crazy SmackDown was. That's just like, dude, like what? Like so much stuff. So Bray got on the mic, and then he essentially challenged the winner of Bobby and Brock for tomorrow at Elimination Chamber. So yeah, I definitely not what I was expecting. I was expecting Bray against Uncle Howdy in some form or fashion. So I'm thinking, because I had Brock winning against Bobby tomorrow, Bray versus Brock at Mania. Like, I mean, I'm down. Like, see Bray talking his ish in the Firefly Funhouse against Brock. Like, I'm down as long as we keep Brock all the way away from the title, from the world title, like away. I'm good with Brock against Bray. The call up says, yeah, it was bad once again. I don't know what the thing is with Hit Row. Like, I don't like. I was a fan of them the first time when they were there. I don't know if it's just they seem to just be not hitting as heels for me. Like, I don't. It comes off a little forced, which is weird, because I like if you watch what's the old guy's name? If you watch Top Dollah's freestyles that he puts on Twitter, those are dope. Like, he knows how to rap. So yeah, the call up says, yeah, I don't get where they're going with this. That's the other thing too. It just seems directionless. And I'm just scared that they're kind of getting into that jobber territory to where they're going to be used like enhancement talents, which sucks because they're all like sufficient in the ring. They need Swerve. Yeah, I didn't want to admit it at first, but you can definitely notice Swerve's absence in Hit Row now. And then Swerve, of course, has the Mogul affiliates over on AEW, which honestly, it's one of those things to where like both parties try to do their own thing, and neither of them really are working. I mean, Mogul affiliates did kind of just start, but they kind of don't really have much of a direction either. So I don't know. Anyway, our second contest of the night. Thanks for the comments, fellas, by the way. Second match of the night, we had Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, hopefully squashing their beef against the Viking Raiders that's taken place over the last few weeks. This was a fight. Oh, man, this was, as Sheamus likes to say, a banger. Good stuff. Really, it's what you would expect between these four guys. Just a back and forth fight, just a brawl. McIntyre and Sheamus ended up winning. Good stuff there. I'm hoping they move on to a triple threat with Gunther at Mania. But this was a pay-per-view quality tag match. So if you have a chance, definitely go out of your way to go check that out for sure. Third match of the night was essentially like a women's elimination chamber showcase. We had Asuka defeating Liv Morgan in about 8.5 minutes. Of course, all the ladies from the chamber, Raquel, Carmella. Of course, you have Liv and Asuka, and then Nikki, and I'm forgetting somebody. Anyway, all the ladies from the chamber were all at ringside. Oh, Natalia. They were all at ringside, of course, causing a bunch of distractions. You know, they were messing with commentary. Nikki Cross at one point was sitting on Bad News Barrett's lap. I don't know. So it was what it was. Good match between those two, for sure. I feel like Asuka almost is too obvious to win the chamber tomorrow, in my opinion. Just like you stack her up against the other five, and I mean, unless they're gonna really swerve us with who's facing Bianca, I feel like Asuka might just run through all five of them, just kind of like how Shayna Baszler did it that one year. I think that was the COVID Mania where Shayna won the chamber. But yeah, no, that's probably one of the more obvious. I think that's more obvious than Roman and Sammy, at least at this point anyway. In our last match of the night, speaking of obvious outcomes, we had Intercontinental Champion Gunther defeat Madcap Moss to retain the title in a little over 10 minutes. Decent enough match here. I personally know, bless you, I know there's obviously a market out there for Madcap Moss because he's consistently around and on TV. So somebody likes him. I mean, all due respect. There's somebody out there who's a fan of Madcap. important people. I personally am not. I feel like he's like a creator wrestler type. He puts on good enough matches. He's good in the ring. I don't connect with the character. Gunther, on the other hand, chef's kiss. I mean, straight up, like I'm surprised he's not a main eventer yet. It definitely will be. SummerSlam main event, him and Cody, please, 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 please. Like, so yeah, Gunther won. Like the winner wasn't in doubt there at any point. Gunther won with the power bomb. That was really that. All right, now that we finished the appetizer, oh man, this almost, and even now that I'm gathering my thoughts on this, because after SmackDown was over, I had to take a couple minutes, like, and just woosah action. Like, I haven't seen like build up for an underdog challenger like this probably since Punk in 2011 against Cena at Money in the Bank in Chicago. Like, oh man, like I know we expected a pop, like a huge pop for Sammy in Montreal, but oh man, and the the fact that they brought back the Worlds Apart theme. Oh man, Triple H is a genius. Like there's things, and I've been preaching this since he took over as head of creative. There's certain little things that he does that just makes sense. This is one of them. Sammy's had that weird theme for so long, and now that he's a super face, you had to bring it back. I thought they were gonna wait till the Chamber because I mean, the big event, big pay per view, whatever. But when that theme came on, bro, that arena came unglued. Like, oh my god, it was crazy. It was one of the biggest pops I've heard in a long time, and instantly out the gate, Sammy was feeling the emotion, completely understandably, obviously. He was feeling the emotion right out the gate. He was already getting choked up, and so he gets to the ring. He just kind of soaks in everything, soaks in the crowd, becomes one with the moment. Talk about connecting with the fans. He gets it. Sami Zayn freaking gets it. It's just, oh man, it was special. And like any person that is remotely interested in wrestling, if you want to see, even people who aren't interested in wrestling, they ask me all the time, why are you into that fake stuff? I don't get it. What's the appeal behind it? Why do you love it so much? Like, what does it give back to you? It gives me moments like this where you can feel something, like where you can feel what Sammy's feeling. Watch, case in point. Come here, little guy. What was Daddy doing when Sammy was coming out? It looked like Daddy was going to cry, right? Right? Seriously, because like it was just an emotional moment, like whether you don't have a dog in the fight between Roman and Sammy, it was just one of those special moments that you're going to see in video packages. You're going to see like documentaries. Sammy's going to have a DVD when he retires, maybe even sooner. That's going to be on there. It was just crazy. Like, and the crowd didn't let him talk until 7:57 my time. 3 minutes until they fade out. 3 for a promo to hype a main event on a pay-per-view. They did this on purpose. They definitely, Hunter, y'all did this on purpose. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. I'm all over the place. I'm hyped for this one. I'm excited. This is my passion, streaming. I love talking about wrestling, even more so that there's a community where I belong to talk about wrestling. This show I've been excited for. Who knows how I'm gonna be after freaking the Chamber tomorrow? Like, oh man. But they didn't let him talk for a while. Sammy's tears coming down his face. The crowd's chanting. They're hitting with the Ole chant. They sang the theme. They screamed the "Let's Go," where you could hear it over the theme. Fox even muted the broadcast audio because they were chanting "F you Roman" for a long time. It's probably for a good like minute or two straight that At least my broadcast was muted. And Sammy finally started speaking some French, which I wish I had some French viewers on here so they can clarify what was being said. But I'm assuming it was just kind of, playing to the crowd. And basically he said, that every year WrestleMania is the most important show for everybody. And while it is, the most important show for him in his entire life is tomorrow, understandably. And he said that it's not going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn and the entire city of Montreal. And that Roman Reigns is going down. And then that was the end of the show. So like that, the man had 3 minutes to cut a promo, and I literally was like goosebumps, emotional, like I'm hyped. And this isn't even Mania yet. So well done. Well freaking done. There's not much else to say about this episode. Go watch it if you haven't. Even if you just watch that promo by Sammy. That's it. Even this guy's a believer of Sami Zayn now. No.
A believer of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, whatever. The call-up says, "Sup, little man, he knows who the champ is." Yeah, it's about to be Sami Zayn. Y'all are going to be disappointed. That's fine. That's all right. Y'all are entitled to your opinions, even if they're wrong. So, as I said in the beginning, the day's finally upon us. It's going to be so hard getting through that entire pay-per-view, waiting for Roman versus Sami. It's going to be straight cinema. If y'all don't have Peacock yet, you need to go get Peacock to watch this show. Everybody asks what the big deal is about wrestling. You're going to find out tomorrow, Elimination Chamber. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, where I'm at. Pre-show starts at 7 Eastern on the Peacock Network. Buckle up, guys. That's it. See y'all tomorrow. We're going to see if we can get the guys from the Call Up podcast on the post show. These guys are dope. They welcome me in to their family, open arms, jumped on a couple of their lives. Super stoked to chat with them again. It's been a minute. But yeah, so we're going to see what's up. We'll see y'all tomorrow after the Elimination Chamber. I'm going to say, let's see, 3.5 hour show. Y'all just stay tuned. I'll put up the invites. Stay tuned on the socials. Other than that, not much else to say. The day is upon us. Thank you all for watching. You want to say bye to the wrestling universe?
Bye.
Say peace out.